guys, my name is Maya, and I'm from Jordan. I have two sisters who are a couple of years older than me. They both have blonde hair, blue eyes, and fair skin, while my eyes are black like my curly hair. My sisters thought they were prettier than me, and they made sure I never forgot that. Once when I was in kindergarten, I came home to show everyone the family tree I'd made. My oldest sister, Layla, the meanest girl on earth, snatched the card from me and said, "Ah, you drew this? I can't deny it's beautiful, but I think you missed something." And with that, she colored my face with a black crayon. "See, now it looks better." She threw the card at me and left laughing with my other sister, Selma. I cried, but Mom hugged me tight.
Oh, Maya, ignore your sisters. They're jealous of your beauty.
Mom always cheered me up, but I realized she was lying. When I was 8 and some guests came to visit, one of the women said to my mom,
"Your daughters are pretty, but this youngest one is quite unlucky. I doubt she'll ever get married. Oh well, she can take care of you and your husband and your old age."
I think Maya is special in her own way.
And then Selma spoke up.
Mom, she is ugly. Just face it. Stop being stupid and shut up already.
"Don't talk to Mom like that, you witch!" I pounced on her and bit her arm so hard it swelled up. She had to put on a bandage for a week. As if my sisters weren't awful enough, Dad was a jerk too. He didn't love Mom at all. He was only with her because she was rich. He thought I was ugly too and always blamed Mom for giving me her genes. Since I was Mom's favorite, she did her best to make up for the rest of my terrible family. When I was only in the 7th grade, I had a big closet full of the fanciest clothes and makeup brands. I liked that, but what I really wanted the most was to join an international school in the capital city. Mom said we'd move, but my sisters threw a huge tantrum when they found out. "Why would we leave our amazing lives and friends and go live somewhere else? It's not our fault that Mia is ugly and no one likes her here."
Mom, Maya is worthless. She would be more useful if we used her as our broom. Her ugly curly hair is perfect for that.
The two witches started laughing like maniacs. Just then, Dad walked in and shouted,
"Listen, woman! If you decide to move out, you can consider yourself divorced."
"Mom, that's amazing!" Mom smiled at me and decided to leave, and Dad did divorce Mom. My sisters had no choice but to come with us, and now they hated me even more. My birthday usually fell on the first day of school, and Mom would always throw a huge party. But this time I told her that I didn't want to celebrate my birthday anymore. Why would someone celebrate losing a year of their life to celebrate getting older? That's just weird.
Baby, why are you saying this? I see celebrating a birthday as being grateful for living another year. Listen, why don't we just celebrate it at school? I'll give all the kids fancy presents and they'll like you from the first day.
No, Mom. I don't want to buy anyone's love. I just want people to love me for who I am. Well, the new school wasn't a lot better than home. On my first day, I met a girl named Noor. She was a redhead and her beauty was unique. When I entered the classroom, she stared at me from head to toe, then said,
"Oh, attention everyone, we have a new baby here, but we all know our classroom only has pretty girls with fair faces and light hair. What are we going to do with this ugly duckling?"
The room fell silent and everyone was staring at me. Suddenly, I just snapped and started screaming. Shut up, you, and everyone here just shut up, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, you shallow people. Everyone looked shocked and they started whispering. Just then my sister showed up from behind me. "Oh, excuse her, she's our sister, but she has some issues. We are so sorry for her bad manners." With that, they pushed me aside and introduced themselves to Noor and started taking selfies with her. Ugh, these horrible creatures. It was obvious that this Noor ruled the school, and I knew after my outburst she wouldn't leave me alone. But to my surprise, she did leave me alone. I was the invisible girl. No one dared to talk to me or sit next to me because they knew Noor would be mad. Things went on like that for weeks until one day a couple of boys sat next to me at lunch.
"Hey, listen, I'm speaking on behalf of all the boys in the school. We all think you're very pretty."
What are you making fun of me?
Why would we? Those big black eyes, this long curly hair, and that tanned, flawless skin. God, I really wish Noor wasn't around. You're so pretty, Maya.
Oh, so you're a man enough to confess your feelings, but only when Noor isn't around. You're like scared mice in front of her. Just go away and leave me alone.
Told you she's not only pretty, she's brave too, and always speaks her mind. Man, I think I'm falling in love.
Just then, Noor passed by and the boys ran off like little baby rabbits. Later that day, when I walked past the bathroom, I heard some girls scream, whispering and cursing. I opened the door and found Noor and Layla pushing another small girl who was screaming and frightened. I immediately pushed Noor aside. What are you doing? Stop this!
Oh, look who's here, and what are you going to do about it?
Touch her again, and I will hurt you.
Oh, really, Robin Hood? Watch this.
And then she pushed the small girl again. I was about to attack her when Layla jumped in, and the two pinned me against the wall.
Just leave before you regret coming to the school.
They let me go and I ran away, straight to the principal's office. If they thought I'd let them get away with being bullies, they were so wrong, and I was so happy when Noor and Layla got suspended for 2 weeks. Layla and I didn't talk at home, and I didn't tell Mom about anything. One day during lunch, the cute boy from the other day came to me and announced in front of everyone.
I think you're right. I can't be scared forever. I like you, Maya. Can we be friends?
Just then, Noor came running to us screaming.
No.
Suddenly, she attacked me and then she ripped my t-shirt so that everyone could see the burn scars on my stomach. I got these scars when I was 3 and I'd never told a soul about them.
Everyone just look at her. She's a freak. Why would you want to be with someone like her when you could have a perfect girl like me?
The boys were staring at my stomach, speechless, and so was everyone else. I was shocked, of course. Only my sisters could have told Noor about my scars. Angry tears started rolling down my cheeks.
Oh, look at this crybaby. Not only do you have an ugly face, it's just that everything is so ugly about you. Just stay home and say goodbye to high school.
And you say goodbye to your shiny, smooth red hair. And with that, I jumped on her and started tearing her hair out. She started screaming and crying until some of the students and teachers pulled me away. The principal demanded that I come to her office, but I pushed her away and ran out of the school. Mom was furious when she heard the whole thing. She said she wanted to come to the school. I said no and tried to convince her to stay home. But the next day, Mom turned up at school. The moment she saw Noor, she started walking towards her angrily to shout at her. But just then, Layla pushed Mom away and she fell on the ground. Don't you dare touch my friend! Instead of coming to school to embarrass yourself, stay home and discipline your little Maya. She's a monster, not a sister! I couldn't take it anymore. I jumped on Layla to attack her. Suddenly, Selma came running too and I knew I was about to get my butt kicked, but to my shock, she slapped Layla and pushed her away from me. Then she helped Mom get up and I couldn't believe my eyes. Did Selma just defend me and Mom?
That's enough, Layla. I would never choose a stranger over my family, especially a jerk like Noor. She promised to keep Maya's scars a secret and look what she did yesterday. And that's why I'm ending my stupid friendship with her and you, Layla.
Layla looked furious. She took Noor's hand and they both stormed off. Later that evening, I barged into Layla and Selma's room to get something off my chest. I just came here to say you two have mocked me and bullied me all my life, but to tell my biggest secret to someone like Noor and let her humiliate me in front of everyone, that's really low even for you, and I'm done with you guys for good.
But Maya, I'm on your side.
I'm not dumb, Selma. I only know you defended me and Mom because you probably got into some dumb fight with Layla and wanted to tease her. Just then, Selma started to cry and got down on her knees.
I swear I've changed. Maya, I've been a mean, jealous jerk. I've always envied you for your beauty and even more for your amazing personality. You're confident, brave, smart, funny, and kind. You're amazing, my little sister. You're amazing.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Selma was jealous of my beauty. I helped her get up and hugged her tight, and for the first time she said,
I love you, Maya. I truly do. I'm sorry. Sorry about all the pain I caused you. Please forgive me.
It's all right now. I forgive you, and I love you too. Ew, I think I'm going to barf. I still think you're ugly, Maya, and I don't regret telling Noor anything. I'd choose my gorgeous BFF over you two losers any day. I can't even share a room with you anymore, Selma. You disgust me. And with that, she picked up her things and moved to the attic. Some weeks later, Layla had to make a presentation on Earth Day in front of the whole school, including some important guests like the Minister of Education. When it was her turn, she went onto the stage confidently and turned on the slideshow. But to my horror, I saw pictures of me on the screen with terrible things written about how dark and ugly I was.
Layla, what is this nonsense?
She looked as shocked as I felt. I swear, sir, I have no idea. This is not the slideshow I made. Suddenly, I spotted Noor in a corner laughing her head off. Of course it was her. Sir, I'm her sister and I know she didn't do that. She wouldn't. It's that girl, Noor. Shut up, Maya. Who asked you to defend me?
No, babe, she's right. I just hate her and you're just so dumb and made it so easy for me to ruin your sister. I'm the queen of this school and no one can replace me. And imagine if it was a dark, ugly girl like her.
That's enough. I will not tolerate this awful behavior anymore. Nor, Layla, you're both expelled.
Just then, the minister rose from his seat.
Not only expelled, I'll make sure that you only get enrolled in a strict Catholic school so you can learn some manners and discipline. You're such a disgrace to the school, bullying people for how they look. Everyone is beautiful in their own way.
The whole auditorium started to applaud as the two stormed off. By the time we got home, Mom told us that Layla had packed her bags and moved back with Dad. I think Layla and Nora got what they deserved. I won't let anyone manipulate me like they did anymore. I'm beautiful and strong just as I am.
Suddenly, I saw one of Mom's menacing security guards racing toward me. I sprinted through the airport, my suitcase wheels spinning faster than my excuses for late homework. But up ahead, another security guard blocked the exit. Luckily, a team of cheerleaders passed by, shaking pom-poms. I wrestled for one. Give it, or I'll cartwheel you out on the runway. I covered my face with the pom-pom, but I knew I was trapped. And then I saw the man of my dreams waiting for his new wife. Okay, let's back up. My name is Malika, and from an early age, I knew my mom was different from other moms.
Mom, some kid is bullying me.
So, which option would you choose for him? I could have him dumped in the middle of the forest and let him wander there for a few days? Or would you prefer a deserted island?
Oh no, Mom! I was just kidding. He did nothing. I just wanted to see if you'd care. Love you. You're the best.
I stopped her just in time. The kid never bothered me again. Actually, I never saw him at school as he moved. But that was my mom, the undisputed queen pin of our family, and lived a life straight out of The Sopranos. And growing up, I desperately wanted her to change. We could have a normal life, sunbathing with no guards.
Okay, you're right.
No more bulletproof vests. Wait, what?
We can do a little travel to the old country, just the two of us.
I was excited for some real mom-daughter time, but at the airport, everything changed.
We'll do the normal life thing, but first, I need you to marry this guy. What?
He's the son of my enemy. This way, he can become an empire. Do it for the family.
Ugh, really? Guess Mom's never gonna change. I fake smiled, excused myself for the bathroom, and while she wasn't looking and busy giving orders, I dashed off to buy a ticket for any plane leaving soon. My heart was racing, but I was saint being part of her chess game. I needed to be me, to live my own story. Goodbye forever. When I landed, I thought I might just get away with it. But the next minute, I was hiding from her guards behind a pom-pom. And then suddenly, I saw this studious-looking girl who, if she removed her glasses, looked almost like me arguing over the phone.
I know the priest swears they're a good family, but isn't it weird that they just called this week and you even agreed to send me over just because he's a little richer than us? And why didn't we send a photo first? Oh, right! You never liked any of my pictures enough to show them. Still, I don't like this arranged marriage thing at all. What?
Mom's security guards were getting closer and closer.
Mom? Yeah, who cares if he's in the police force? What if he chews loudly when he eats or trims his toenails in the sink? And if he spills Melina wrong on the airport sign, I will freak out.
Oh no! Her mom was also trying to fix this poor girl up with someone. As fate would have it, a walking Pinterest board for male beauty appeared holding a Melina sign. Boy, that Melina is lucky. Wait, he hasn't met this Melina yet. I could do this, right? Pretend to be her, just for a while. Just to escape. I took a deep breath and marched towards him, my heart racing with every step. Yeah, maybe he would catch me, but I had to take a chance. I ran towards my newly arranged marriage.
Do you have sunburn, or are you always this hot? Nice to finally meet you, Rory. I'm Melina.
Weird. I was told you were really serious.
Well, yeah,
And that you'd be taller.
Taller? Oh, yeah. That's because of the heels. Today, I thought I'd come as the real me. Shush! I'm having travel sickness, so we need to leave the airport now.
Later, at his place, I met the mom I never had but always wanted. She was all sugar and no spice, the total opposite of my mom.
So, dear, what are your dreams?
To not end up in the family business and fleeing for my own wedding.
Oh no, I blurted out. Thankfully, she laughed, probably thinking I was joking. However, Rory wasn't convinced.
What's going on? Who are you?
For a second, I thought it was all over. But now it wasn't that simple. I had one more trick up my sleeve.
Oh, Rory, you caught me. I'm actually an international spy on a secret mission, and I thought you'd make the perfect cover husband.
Before he could say anything else, his mom stopped his interrogation and he stormed off. But then he tripped on the stairstep, and we couldn't help but laugh, like we'd been best friends forever. Once she caught me staring into space, secretly freaking out about Mom, and she sat down with me and held my hand.
If you're worried about anything, just tell me. Honey, I'll always be here for you.
Part of me just wanted to tell her the truth, but I couldn't. This was exactly the life I'd always wanted. But then, a few hours later, Rory's mom's phone went off.
Oh, a big hi. Hey, Melina, it's your mom?
I jumped for the phone as quickly as a cat chasing a laser and snatched it out of her hands. I tried to hang up, but I was so nervous I couldn't hit the right button.
My daughter had to come back because your son never showed up. I thought you were serious and good people. The deal is off.
Luckily, Rory's mom didn't hear that, and at least Melina won't be coming to Rory's house anytime soon. Finally, I managed to hang up, and I blocked her number. Then, I only had to fake smile and go on with the conversation.
Hey Mom, what's up? Yeah, I got here just fine. The weather, 100% chances of charming conversations and cozy family vibes.
Rory's mom laughed happily when I pretended to hang up with my mom. She gave me a big hug.
Just to think, Rory didn't want to take your number in the first place. I had to force him to meet up with you. It was the best thing I ever did.
Ah, I loved her. Although Rory's mom already treated me like her own daughter, Rory was still icier than a snow cone in a freezer. But that changed. One afternoon, we were walking in the park when his mom, while trying to feed some ducks, fell into the lake. She didn't know how to swim, so she started screaming for help. I immediately jumped into the water to rescue her like a superhero, only to remember seconds later, I didn't know how to swim either, so I started screaming for help. Rory ran towards us and jumped into the lake too. And guess what? Yeah, he didn't know how to swim either. Still together, the three of us were able to float to shore and get out of the lake safe and sound.
I'm sorry. I panicked and didn't know what to do.
Don't apologize. You were pretty brave.
He smiled for the first time. I couldn't help but blush.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Wow, did he, care? Wait, did I care? Then I noticed that my phone was completely soaked. It was still spitting water. Oh no! I was about to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. But Rory took it and coolly went off to perform some tech surgery till it was as good as new.
What a dream! Thanks!
You're welcome.
From that moment on, Rory was even sweeter than his mom. It was almost like that drowning incident had made him fall for me, and I was starting to feel the same. I was having the best time of my life, but then my nightmare finally came true. Melina and her mom showed up. Apparently, Rory's mom told everyone how happy she was with me, and the word reached them.
Mom, you were right about us needing to come here. There's something not right. And you're the imposter. You think you can just waltz in and take over my life?
I never wanted this. I was just trying to escape my mom.
I had to come clean and tell them everything, but they were still super mad. Then I turned to Rory and his mom.
I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you.
Rory's mom had tears in her eyes, and he couldn't even look at me. I felt like the most dreadful person in the entire world. And at that moment, I knew I had to leave. I didn't get very far before I saw 5 of Mom's security. They must have tracked my phone. Just as they went to grab me, I threw sand in their faces and ran back to Rory's house. But the door was closed. I knocked and knocked and knocked.
Please, Rory. I know I don't deserve any help, but I can't marry the guy my mom wants me to. Please help me.
Suddenly, the 5 security guards were behind me. Right at that moment, the door finally opened and Rory stepped out. My hero. He held my hands, and I felt my whole body tingle. I knew you weren't going to leave me just like that. The truth is, I think I love. Rory turned me around to face Mom's security.
Here, take her.
Wait, what?
Rory wasn't saving me. He was handing me over to Mom's security.
I knew I couldn't trust you. Like I was saying, the truth is, I loathe you.
Despite my kicking and screaming, Rory turned his back on me. So it was just me against them. Time to show them what I'm capable of. I channeled my inner John Wick and leapt forward with a powerful flying kick. Take this! They just caught me in midair and dragged me off. Looks like I need to keep practicing my combat moves. Soon, we arrived at Mom's private jet.
You betrayed your family! Now get ready for your wedding!
I started crying, but didn't complain. Maybe it was my destiny. We were just about to take off when suddenly sirens whirred and a bunch of police showed up. I couldn't believe it. They arrested Mom and all her men. I was so confused and scared. But there on the runway stood Rory.
I had to make it look like I was helping them. As soon as you left, I let the authorities know. I'm actually not a cop myself, but I'm the IT guy for the police force, so got connections.
You shouldn't have done that!
What? I thought you wanted me to help you.
Not by involving the police!
Before he could reply, I saw Mom escape. I couldn't just let her get away like that and ran after her.
Mom, stop! Please!
I chased her till we reached the edge of a small cliff and there was nowhere to run.
You traitor! How could you call the police on me?
I didn't, Mom. You think I don't know that? You're probably on every wanted list in the country. And if the police ever got their hands on you, you'd be in prison for a long time.
Then why are you chasing me? To hand me over to them?
Who said that's why I came after you? I just didn't want you to leave without saying goodbye. That was clearly not the answer Mom was expecting. I accept you for who you are, Mom. You're a mafia boss, and even a decade in jail isn't going to reform you. You'd probably be leading criminal activities from inside a prison cell, too. You can't change someone just by wishing they were different. So I'm not even gonna try. But I do get to choose what I want for my life. And that definitely doesn't involve following your orders or going down the same path as you. You'll have to accept that about me, too.
Mom stood silent for a few seconds, then suddenly stepped forward and hugged me.
I know I'm not like other moms.
No kidding.
But I do love you in my own way also. I see myself in you. And I think you have the makings of a good mafia queen.
Really? Really not interested?
You might change your mind one day.
Don't hold your breath. You should leave now before the cops get here. You'll stay in touch, right?
Of course. And you don't need to worry about money either. I'll find a way to get it to you every month. I'll see you sooner than you think, love.
Stay safe, Mom.
And with that, I let her run off into the forest while I went back and told the cops she'd gone in the opposite direction. I apologized to Rory about my outburst, and I think he knew I let Mom escape, but he never brought it up again. We went back to his house, and after I explained more about my whole scary and traumatic mom thing, Rory's mom forgave me and hugged me too. I moved into a tiny apartment close to Rory's house. But I spend most of my evenings with him and his mom, sharing home-cooked meals and laughter, and it's the happiest I've ever been. Now, a year later, I'm flying off to the Cayman Islands for a 2-week vacation. And yeah, you guessed it, my mom picked the spot. But hey, I'm not complaining. Hi, I'm Natalie, and I'm the only child of a rich couple of tech entrepreneurs. They developed some apps that became super popular overnight, and they became millionaires. Sounds cool, right? Well, it wasn't that great for me. But before we continue the story, please like and subscribe. My parents were always working or traveling, so I hardly ever saw them. I was practically raised by my nanny, and my best friend was my chauffeur, Thomas. I really wanted to have friends my age to play with, so when I was 5 and starting school, I was thrilled. I put on my new uniform and cleaned my thick glasses. Oh yeah, I have a huge eyesight problem. I'm almost blind without them. When we arrived, I noticed that everyone in the parking lot was looking at me. Just then, I spotted a girl my age standing close by and saw that she was wearing the exact same shoes as me. I walked up to her excitedly and put my foot next to hers. Look, we have the same shoes. We could be best friends. The girl stomped on my foot.
Don't think you'll be popular here just because you came in a fancy car? 4 eyes.
But I
didn't ask and I don't care. Don't talk to me.
And with that, she flicked her hair and left, and her minions followed. I soon discovered that her name was Cynthia, and she was in my class. She told everyone I was a loser who'd begged to be her best friend, and I instantly became a laughingstock. For the next few years, I just kept my head down and ate my lunch alone in the janitor's closet. In the 2nd grade, I saw a sign-up sheet on the board for dance auditions. I'd been having dance lessons at home since I was a kid, and I loved it, so I immediately put my name down. But just then, I heard Cynthia laughing behind me.
There's no place for you here. Only talented dancers can join the class. The ones who don't wear stupid glasses.
I was so tired of her walking all over me. I am a talented dancer. You don't get to decide what my place this.
With that heavy equipment in front of your eyes, I don't think so.
That joke about my glasses is now older than my grandma, and I'm bored. Come up with something better already. Her eyes went wide in surprise, and I walked off feeling proud of myself. Maybe she'd let me be now, but I was so wrong. On the day of the audition, she got to dance first. She wasn't bad, but I was better. But when she finished dancing, all the judges got up and clapped for her. Immediately, a woman in the jury said,
"That was brilliant. We have the person here for the lead role."
"Wait, what?" I climbed onto the stage immediately. "Excuse me, ma'am, but she was only the first dancer. You haven't even seen the rest yet." The woman looked at me with disgust.
I can tell simply by looking at someone if they're talented, and you are not. Someone take her away, please. Next.
That was so unfair. After the audition, I saw Cynthia hugging that woman and calling her mom. Now it made sense why the judge was so nasty. Well, I couldn't even do the one thing I loved, and Cynthia still kept making my life miserable. Over the next few years, she spread a rumor that I had a contagious eye disease, and anyone who hung out with me would go blind, and everyone actually believed her. Another time, I'd taken my glasses off during an exam to clean them, and I didn't notice her slipping a cheat sheet on my desk. I nearly got suspended. I spent most of my time denying all these stupid rumors, and it was exhausting. One day in 7th grade, as I was walking down the corridor, Cynthia pushed me and my glasses fell off. "What the hell are you doing?"
Move it, Professor Four Eyes.
That was it! I attacked her blurry figure, knocking her to the ground. We were wrestling, pulling and pulling each other's hair when a teacher intervened, and we both ended up in the principal's office. Cynthia looked totally chilled out, and her mom landed 2 minutes later to defend her.
"Oh, I know this child. She's a troublemaker."
Her mom was on the school board, and the principal seemed to believe her instantly.
"Where are your parents? Your father said he'd be here right away."
Before I could answer, Thomas opened the door.
"Oh, that's not her father. That's her chauffeur."
Clearly, she's not on her parents' priority list. They sent the chauffeur to deal with her.
I blinked away my tears furiously and ran off to the empty school auditorium, one of my usual hiding spots. I put on my headphones and started dancing in the dark. It was the only thing that kept me sane. When I finished, I heard someone clapping. As I looked towards the audience, I saw a boy sitting in the dark. It was Clayton. Clayton was popular and hot, and every girl in school wanted to date him, including Cynthia, and that was reason enough for me to stay away from him. "What do you want?"
I was just watching you dance. You're really good.
"Please just stay away from me." And as I was walking past him, he gently took my arm.
Wait a second. Okay, I just want to talk.
I stopped, my heart beating a little faster. He removed my glasses.
You're really pretty.
As he pulled me closer, I shut my eyes, waiting for my very first kiss. But before anything happened, he started to laugh and ran away with my glasses. "Hey, wait!" I started panting and sweating. Everything was dark and blurry. I heard laughs coming from every corner.
"Loser, four-eyed dork."
I covered my ears and started to cry. Suddenly, Thomas opened the door and shouted,
"Natalie, where are you?"
"Oh, here comes the superhero to the rescue."
Or should we say super chauffeur?
Cynthia and her tribe skipped out laughing as Thomas took my hand and then drove me home. I didn't go to school for a few days and stayed in bed, but the more I thought about it, the angrier I felt. I was alone and my parents weren't going to come bail me out. I had to stand up for myself. It was the only way to deal with these bullies. But when I went back to school, suddenly everyone and everything had changed. Cynthia ran towards me and hugged me like a best friend.
My Nat, we were so worried about you.
Yes. Where have you been? We missed you.
Even Clayton was there smiling at me. What on earth was happening? What are you up to? Don't touch me. And then I heard a voice behind me. It was my mom.
"Natalie, what are you doing?"
What am I doing? What are you doing here?
Nat, how come you never told us that your mother is the founder of the most successful fashion app in the world? She just gave us a ton of discount coupons for the most awesome brands.
And why did I need to tell you that I don't even use it?
You're hilarious, Nat. That's why we're best friends.
No, we're not. You're a psycho.
"Natalie, you're being so rude. I didn't teach you those manners."
You're right. You didn't teach me any manners. You didn't teach me anything. So go back to making your apps, Mom, and take these psychos with you. Well, maybe having a famous mom would finally help get Cynthia off my back, but that was wishful thinking. Because from that day on, I not only had to deal with her at school, but also in my own home. Since Cynthia had convinced my mother that we were best friends, Mom had a brilliant idea of inviting her home every day and to come with me in the limo. But one day, just when I was at the edge of losing my mind, something unexpected happened. As I was coming out of class, I saw Cynthia and her mom arguing.
You need to train for nationals, Cynthia. You seem really distracted.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm practicing at the studio every day. I know how important the competition is.
Okay, just checking. You have to win every competition to get a university scholarship. Your stupid father has left me with no money, and you have to go to Juilliard. It's important for my reputation.
I know, Mom.
I realized Cynthia had been lying to her mom about going for practice because she was always at my place. Now is my chance to get rid of her once and for all. That afternoon, when Cynthia was at my place as usual, I stole her cell phone, took her mom's number, and called her, acting as a secretary from the dance studio. Hi, I wanted to tell you that your daughter had an accident at the studio and you're her emergency contact. Can you please come over immediately?
Oh my God, is she okay?
Yes, she's fine, but she's asking for you. I'm sending you the address.
I'll be right there.
Okay, that was a bit dramatic, I know. When I heard a car screech to a halt outside my house, I went running out. Cynthia's mom was shocked to see me.
You, what? Is this some kind of prank?
Oh no, please believe me, you have to come see Cynthia. As her mom looked at me suspiciously, I led her to my bedroom where Cynthia and her minions were reading magazines, lying on my bed.
Gosh, I think I'll just run away and become a teen model or marry some rich billionaire. I don't want to dance and go to stupid college. Mom is really annoying. No wonder Dad left her.
You ungrateful Brad?
Mom, I was just kidding. Shut up. You're coming with me right now. You're grounded for life.
She took Cynthia by the ear, like a 5-year-old rascal caught doing something bad by her mommy. It was heaven, and I've been recording the whole thing on my phone. It was an Oscar-worthy film I could watch on repeat, and then I shared it with the whole school. By the next day, Cynthia was the laughingstock, and that was the end of her popularity. But when I got home that day, Mom was waiting for me with her phone in her hand.
You made this and circulated it everywhere. How could you do this to that nice girl? You're a terrible person.
I'm glad at least this made you pay some attention to me. Mom, did you know Cynthia has bullied me from the day I started school? Do you know she's knocked me down, spread rumors about me, and humiliated me in front of everyone? You wouldn't know because you were never here. Her mom always came to defend her, but mine never showed up for me.
I'm sorry, Natalie. I didn't know I was so busy all these years to build a great future for you. This app, this company, this money, it's all yours.
Well, you know what, Mom? I always thought I was angry at you for never having any time for me. But now I think what's been bothering me all along is that I'll grow up to run your company one day, and I'll become someone like you. And I don't want to be like you. I don't want to ignore the people who love me the most for some company or money.
Oh, I didn't know you hated me this much.
Mom, I don't hate you. I hate the fact that I might turn out to be a mother like you.
Please forgive me. Please give me a chance.
I wasn't ready to forgive her right away, and I didn't talk to her for months, but it seems like my words had really moved her, and she kept trying to make up for all the lost time. And eventually I decided to give her a chance again. And well, Cynthia, she never bothered me again. She was now a prisoner of her mother, who didn't take her eyes off her and forced her to dance every single day. Before ending the story, I want to tell you that pushing others is not right. We should learn to love and help one another. Hey guys, I'm Armani from Australia. Please like and subscribe. Growing up, my twin brother Mikael and I were raised by our single dad, and boy, were we living the high life. We lived in a mansion straight out of a fairy tale with every luxury imaginable. We always had the coolest toys, the best clothes, super fancy meals, and the most awesome birthday parties ever. And you know what made it all possible? My dad's super cool job at Lewis Industries. He had a high position there and worked his butt off to give us the best life ever. Everything was perfect until one day in high school, Dad hit us with some shocking news. We were completely broke. Turns out Dad's boss, Mr. Lewis, fired him unjustly and even seized whatever Dad owned. Dad, we'll get through this right.
I don't know, honey. I don't know. That man destroyed me. He took every last cent I had. Mr. Lewis is a fraud, and he blamed me and fired me. This is so unfair, and I'm so sorry. I can't give you the life you deserve anymore.
Seeing Dad's tears made my heart shatter. And then suddenly I felt rage surge through my veins. I wanted revenge. I vowed to make Mr. Lewis pay for causing us so much pain and also take back what he stole from us. That night, we moved into a small apartment, and things were never the same again. The next day, news of Dad's misfortune spread far and wide, and everyone now looked at us with pity.
Aren't you that millionaire's daughter? Oh, poor you, going through so much here. The bread and eggs are on us. You don't need to pay, sweetheart.
I totally hated how everyone was pitying us, and Mikael felt the same way. He was determined to start some business to help Dad with the bills. Then something mind-blowing happened. He got offered a scholarship to the swankiest school ever. where he'd applied before Dad got fired, but now Mikhail was unsure about it. You're not sure Mikhail studying at this school could open up doors for you in the future? For all of us?
Yeah, but Dad needs me right now. We have our business planned out, and I'm just taking a year off from studying. Besides, I found out that Mr. Lewis's son Peter is also in that school. I don't want to be there.
Seriously, the son of that cheater who drained us dry. This could actually be the perfect opportunity to get revenge.
Come on, Armani. Revenge is never the solution. Karma will handle Mr. Lewis. We need to focus on getting our life back on track.
Was he serious? There was no way I was going to pass up this chance to make Mr. Lewis pay. I came up with an idea. Join the school in Mikhail's place. At first, he was totally against it, but I lied about how much I wanted to study in a great school, and this was the only opportunity I'd have since Dad had no money.
Aren't you forgetting one tiny detail? It's an all-boys school.
No sweat, Mikhail. I'll just pretend to be a dude. Teach me the way of the bros, please. And then mission dudification began. First up, Mikhail taught me bro vocabulary.
Every sentence should have dude or bro or man.
Then he taught me the bro walk, which was kind of funny to be honest. Then came the fist bumps, and at last, the dude dress code. After a week of training and a wig, I transformed into Mikhail from Armani, and I was so ready for this school and meeting this eater. On my first day of school, I thought it would be a piece of cake. I mean, all I would have to do was walk and toss like a boy. But soon, my throat was hurting from making my voice deep. My waist was hurting from sucking in my breath and doing that stupid dude walk. And then I had to pee. I rushed to the restroom, but to my horror, it was a dirty urinal toilet staring back at me. Yuck! Boys are gross. I was searching the school for a better bathroom when suddenly I heard some yelling. I followed the voices to see what was happening, and I spotted a guy on the bleachers getting picked on by some meanies.
Hey man, I don't want any trouble. Look, I've got a Snickers bar. How about we all share it and share our feelings? We could start with you, Josh. You can talk about your anger issues. This is a safe space.
Are you for real, you dumb loser?
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
You want to test that theory? You're a good-for-nothing idiot with a bad haircut, and the only girl who will ever love you is your granny.
Oh god. Ouch. That hurts so bad you might as well just have punched me in the stomach.
I can do that.
Stop that, dude. Leave him alone, man.
Or else what, newbie?
I'm gonna show the principal this video of you bullying a student. Yup, I got it all here, bro. Josh glared at me and gestured to the other guys, and they all left.
Thank you for standing up to Josh, but I had it under control.
Yeah, I could see that, man.
I'm Peter Lewis. What's your name?
Wait, as in Mr. Lewis's son, Peter Lewis? Or Mikhail, bro?
Our Mikhail, bro. What an interesting name.
No, just Mikhail. I gotta go pee. I have to find a clean bathroom.
Say no more and follow me.
Peter led me to the teacher's bathroom, which was as clean as a whistle. Throughout the day, Peter and I ended up hanging out together. And as we got talking during recess, yes, I realized Peter was a sweet and simple guy. The day seemed to be going well until we had swimming class.
All right, boys. Time to change it to your swim trunk so we can dive right in.
What the fudge? I had to come up with a good excuse to skip the lesson.
Hey, you? Yes, you. Come on, get changed.
I'm allergic to water. I was diagnosed with aquagenic urticaria. Yeah, it's been pretty hard for me. Fortunately, everyone bought the lie. Well, everyone except Josh, who sneaked up behind me after swim class.
Aquagenic urticaria. Really? I'll do my research and we'll know if you're really allergic to water or you're just a weirdo who likes to be the center of attention everywhere.
You've got the rest of your life to be as dull as you wish. Why not take today off and do something better with your life? Everyone roared with laughter as Josh fumed and stormed off angrily.
Hey, would you like to hang out over the weekend at my place? My dad's away on a business trip and I have no close friends.
Well, now you have me, bro. Peter shared his number and address with me. This was perfect. I knew from Dad that Mr. Lewis had a home office, and if I could sneak in, maybe I could find some evidence and prove Mr. Lewis was the fraud Dad said he was. The next morning, I showed up at Peter's mansion and was blown away. It was ginormous. It even had 2 Olympic-sized pools. Peter gave me a tour of his massive house, showed me every single room except 2. Why aren't we going into those 2 rooms?
One's Dad's office and the other? It's just private. Come on, let me show you the kitchen.
Of course, his uneasiness only made me more intrigued. Later, as we were having snacks, I excused myself to the bathroom and snuck into one of the 2 rooms, hoping it was the office. But just as I was about to open the door, someone grabbed my shoulder.
Mikhail, the bathroom's the other way. Why are you here?
I just got lost. I was terrible at lying. But Peter believed me instantly.
Oh, no problem. Well, since you're here already, I want to show you something that I've never shown anyone. Also, because I've never had a friend over before.
He then pulled out a mysterious box from under the dusty bed.
Things haven't been the same since Mom left us. She was my favorite person and my best friend. Dad thought putting all her stuff in this room would make us forget, but it's the opposite. It's been really tough, Mikael.
Seeing Peter vulnerable made my heart go out to him. Now you have me. I'll always be here for you.
Thanks, bro.
When I got home, I kept thinking about my revenge plan. No matter what, I didn't want to hurt Peter. He was really growing on me, but I had to stand up for my dad too. It wasn't Peter's fault his dad was a jerk, and I hoped once he learned about his dad's dirty deeds, he'd hate him too. In the following days, Peter and I really bonded, and I couldn't help but notice how naive he was.
OMG, OMG. Bella Porch messaged me. Dude, she's asking me to send her $5,000 because she's stranded on some island. We have to help her. She's my favorite TikTok star.
What? I mean, bro, seriously look closely. It's a fake account, man.
Oh, you're right. I'm such a dummy. For a second, I was on cloud 9 that Bella messaged me. You know I adore her. She's so cute and...
As Peter went on and on about Bella Porch, I found myself feeling weirdly jealous. It was then I realized I kind of had a crush on Peter. One time, as Peter was on the ground playing football, I couldn't help thinking that he looked kind, well, hot. Suddenly, an annoying voice interrupted me.
Why are you looking at him like you're in love with him?
Haven't you learned to mind your own business?
Oh, Mikael, I did some digging and boy was I shocked. It all adds up now.
And then he showed me some pictures of me. That's my sister Armani. You dumbhead. We're twins. See this picture now, get a life, bro, and delete my sister's pictures from your phone before I break your face. That was close. But then during recess, Josh joined us and placed a whole box of Snickers in front of Peter.
Hey bro, I wanted to talk to you. I've been in therapy and I've realized you were right. I needed to deal with my anger issues, and I really need to apologize for the way I've behaved with you. I'm trying to change, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah, right, but Peter totally fell for it.
Oh, thanks, Josh. That means a lot, and I only wish you well. Forgiven and forgotten. Oh, by the way, I'm throwing a party this weekend to showcase some of my new artwork. You guys should come.
A party was the perfect opportunity. Opportunity to break into Mr. Lewis's office because Peter would be busy. I just had to keep an eye out for this, Josh. And once I had the evidence, I'd come out with the whole truth to Peter. So when nobody was watching at the party, I sneaked into the office, desperate to find something incriminating. But moments later, the door swung open and Peter entered.
Got lost again.
Yeah, your place is like a maze, man.
I know, right? Come on, let me show you out.
Just as I was walking out with Peter, someone from behind grabbed my wig and pulled it hard. I turned around to see it was Josh and my long hair had come undone.
See? I told you. So now do I get the $1,000?
What?
Yeah, I told him you're a girl, and I did some more digging on you. You and your brother are the kids of that millionaire who's poor now, the one who used to work for Peter's dad.
I didn't believe Josh, but it looks like I'm always an idiot. Serves me right for trusting anyone. And I don't know why you deceived me. And I don't even want to find out. Maybe you also came to do what your dad did.
Peter, you don't know everything. Let me explain.
All I know is that you pretended to be my friend and you lied to me. Please just leave.
Peter.
Guards escorted her out of here.
With my head hung low, I made my way back home. And the next morning, I was horrified to find my face all over social media. Apparently, Josh had uploaded a clip from the party, and everyone had something negative to say about me. When Mikael learned what I'd done, he was also unhappy. He had told me not to seek revenge, but I'd ignored his advice. Naturally, through all of this, I guess Mikael, was also kicked out of school. I just shut myself up in my room and Dad came to talk to me one night. I just broke down and ended up telling him about my crazy plan and how far I'd gone.
Oh, honey, I feel so terrible about this and I should have told you sooner. The thing is, I made an awful mistake at Mr. Lewis's company. I allowed my greed to get the better of me, so I stole some money. I know it was wrong and I'm really ashamed of myself. I got caught and naturally Mr. Lewis fired me. I lied about him. He is the fraud. He's actually a kind man who could have sent me to jail, but he spared me and he didn't take my money from me. I just never saved anything. I didn't have the courage to tell you kids the truth and I'm so sorry.
Seriously, Dad. Like, how could you? OMG, you're the one who's a fraud. I can't do this right now. Mikael was equally stunned to learn the truth about Dad. We both stopped talking to him for weeks. But one day, as Mikael and I were watching TV, Dad came to us in tears.
I know I'm asking a lot here, but I can't bear the silent treatment. You're both my world and I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you. I'm really sorry for what I brought on this family.
Dad, you realized your mistake. That's what matters the most.
We'll get through this together, all three of us. After finally knowing the truth, I felt even worse for deceiving Peter. I tried calling him to apologize, but he never picked up, so I wrote everything out in a letter to mail it to him. Hey Peter, I'm writing this letter to say sorry for all the messed up things I did. I can't begin to explain how much it sucks to realize that I hurt you. I'm really sorry, Armani. A few weeks later, McCann dropped the best news ever. He and Dad were finally ready to start the business in a new town. I was excited about the fresh start, but I couldn't ignore the sadness I felt at the idea of being so far from Peter. A night before our flight, I was up in my room when I heard voices downstairs, and I rushed down to see Peter in our living room.
Wow, you both are really twins. Anyway, Armani, I'm still mad at you, but that letter you sent really made me think admitting your mistakes takes a lot of courage, and you showed that you have it, and I want to move past this. I know you're leaving tomorrow, but that doesn't mean we can't still be friends.
I don't deserve a friend like you, Peter, and I'm sorry for hurting you. Can you really forgive me?
Maybe, if you take me out for some ice cream.
I'd love that. Let's go.
After 10 years of trying to get pregnant, the woman finally got the great news. But her happiness was short-lived. The doctor looked straight into her eyes and said,
"Ma'am, your baby has Down syndrome."
Months later, she delivered the baby, and it was me, born completely normal and 100% healthy. Everyone said it was a miracle, and that's what my name means. Hi, I'm Nasa from Alabama. But before I continue my amazing story, click like and subscribe. My dad had a mechanics workshop, and I hardly saw him because he worked so much all the time. Even though Mom came from a rich background, she never helped Dad with money. Isn't that God's will? A man has to sweat and earn his bread and provide for his family. If you want to eat, you better put food on the table. Once when I was 3, Mom and I visited him at the workshop. He was fixing a car and asking me to hand him the plier. I didn't know what it was, so I just picked up the entire toolbox and put it in front of him. He was shocked.
How did you do that, Nasa?
Just like that, Daddy. It's easy.
Oh my God, you're so strong. Oh, my daughter. No, it's like you're my son.
Why are you looking so happy, idiot? I don't want a manly daughter. Girls aren't supposed to be delicate. This is what I get. After 10 years of waiting, I'm taking her to the doctor. The doctor said I was exceptionally strong because my muscle strength and testosterone levels were higher than most girls. But Mom just kept calling me a freak. She decided to leave me with Dad every day at work to help him make more money. 2 years later, Mom gave birth to my little sister, Ella. But she was born with the Down syndrome the doctors had predicted for me. The minute we saw Ella, Dad and I were in love with her, and we made sure she didn't feel different growing up. But Mom just couldn't stop complaining about us. Why is God so mad at me? First, you came out really weird, and now Ella. I must have done something terrible in my life that I'm getting punished for. She was trying to feed Ella as she whined nonstop, and suddenly, Ella spat out all the food on her face. Gosh, I loved that kid. Mom also didn't allow us to watch YouTube videos because she said it was a sin to do anything fun. She blocked YouTube, but I found an amazing app that can solve it. I took Ella to my room, and we watched videos all night long. One day, when I was at Dad's workshop, a bus suddenly stopped in front of us, and a man jumped off.
Oh my God, girl! Are you for real? You just lifted those big tires all by yourself? I'm already seeing you as an Olympic weightlifting champion.
The man introduced himself as a sports coach and asked me to join his school in California. He also gave Dad his card and said he'd be waiting for us to tell him when we could leave. Dad was so excited for me, and I felt like I'd just won the lottery. But when I told Mom, she flipped out. Are you crazy? I'm not trusting a stranger and leaving the place and the wealth God's given me here. No one is going anywhere. I was super bummed at Mom's reaction, but then little Ella came up to me with a solution.
What if Mom has nothing? Let's throw all her money away.
OMG, Ella, you're a genius. Yes, let's donate Mom's money to charity. I found a charity organization and filled out all the forms online. But suddenly, I started to lose my nerve. Maybe this isn't such a good idea, Ella. I don't think we should do this.
Yes, we should.
With that, she clicked on enter, and in a second, Mom lost all her money. Even Dad's workshop was in her name, and it was gone. She threw the biggest tantrum ever and even threatened the organization to return her money. But they refused, and there was nothing she could do about it. Angry and frustrated, she finally agreed to the last option, going to Cali. And she never knew it was us. When we got there, the coach showed us a small house for rent. He also assured us that he'd get special scholarships for Ella and me, and we'd be going to the same school.
How can you be happy about this, Nasa? You know how Ella is. What am I supposed to do? Go to school with her and guard her from the bullies?
You don't need to do that, Mom. I'll handle it. She's mine. On the first day of school, I dropped Ella in her classroom. When I entered mine, I saw no teacher there, but a girl was catwalking in front of everyone. As I tried to slide past her, she stepped on my foot with her pointed heels. I yelped in pain, but she started yelling at me instead of saying, "Sorry."
You idiot! Why did you bomb my show? I was rehearsing for the beauty pageant contest.
Oh, your show. I thought this was a classroom, not a stage.
Well, you thought wrong. I'm the queen of the school, and I make the rules. And I say the whole world's my stage.
Wow, she seemed crazy and really full of herself. Later that day, Ella and I were eating lunch in the cafeteria when Auntie came over and said we were sitting at her table. Just then, she saw Ella and she started laughing.
Oh, you didn't say you have a sister? Well, I can see why. I mean, you must be so embarrassed by her.
Shut up, Auntie. You're just embarrassing yourself.
You can't talk to me like that. I told you, I'm the queen here, the hottest girl in school.
Why do you have a fever?
I think she does. Ella, let's help her feel better. And with that, I threw a glass of ice-cold water in her face. The whole cafeteria burst into laughter, while Auntie screamed and stormed off. So many people thought Ella was adorable and wanted to be friends with her. Meanwhile, I also started weightlifting practice, and the coach was stunned to see me lifting heavier weights than the boys on the team. One day when I came out of the gym, I saw Ella standing with a sad face outside the dance room. I asked her what had happened, and she cried out,
I don't want to be here. These girls are mean. They don't want me on the team.
I barged into the dance room, and I wasn't surprised to see Auntie there. Hey, why did you tell my sister she can't be on the dance team? What's wrong with her?
What's wrong? Are you blind? It's obvious she can't do fast moves with us, and we don't have forever to teach her. Now be off with your DD dumb sister.
I totally lost it. I walked over to their sound system, pushed over the big speakers, and wrenched out all the wires. As Ella and I walked out, she turned around and locked the door from the outside. That was an awesome moment. But we got caught and ended up in detention. And Mom went nuts when she found out.
God, I knew this would happen. Ella is not like everyone, and she can't be with everyone. You were unkind to that girl, and that makes you two sinners. I'm going to go pray now. I don't want to go to hell with you.
Our daughters are not unkind. I'm sure there was a good reason.
But before he could finish, Mom just pushed him aside and stormed off. Mom is just terrible. The next day at school, I looked for Ella during recess and I couldn't find her anywhere. I was running all over the place, feeling panic rise inside. Where could she be? Just then, I spotted a grand piano in the corridor, blocking the janitor's closet. As I stepped closer, I heard Ella crying out for help. Oh my God! Ella, I'm here! I'll get you out, sweetie! With one big push, I swept the piano out of the way and opened the door. Poor Ella came tumbling out in my arms, crying like crazy.
Auntie told me to go inside.
I was gonna destroy that witch. I stormed off to the dance room with Ella, and before I could get to Auntie, Ella ran straight at her, pushing her aside. They both landed on the floor, and just then, a beam fell off the roof exactly where Auntie was standing seconds ago. Oh my God, Ella had just saved Auntie.
I saw it was falling, so I...
How dare you touch me, you moron! I don't want your disease rubbing off on me!
That was the last straw. I walked up to Auntie and gave her a hard slap. You're a heartless bully, Auntie. You think she's weaker than you, so you pick on her. But here, she is saving your stupid butt after everything you've done. She's got more heart and strength than you ever will. And you could learn a thing or two from her. We all could. Because Ella is freaking amazing. Just then, I turned to see lots of kids had followed us into the dance room, and they were all clapping and cheering for Ella. Everyone started to boo Auntie, and she ran off crying. When we got home, I couldn't wait to tell our parents what a hero Ella had been.
but we found the two fighting loudly. I'm not putting up with your embarrassing daughters anymore. My church friends say they are weirdos. Do you know how that makes me feel? I'll stay only if we give them up for adoption. Decide.
That is the easiest decision I've ever had to make. You're a selfish, horrible woman, and you don't know how to love anyone. So please, for the love of God, get out.
Wow! Dad finally spoke up. Mom shouted and cried, but Dad just threw her bags out on the street, and our lives at home became so much happier. The next day when we were leaving school, Ancy suddenly leapt out from behind a tree and spat at Ella. I was about to attack her when suddenly a well-dressed man stepped in and grabbed Ancy's arm.
What did I just see? Ancy, I can't believe it! How could you be so cruel to this child? You're grounded for a very long time, and you're off the dance team.
Dad, you can't do that!
Keep talking, and I'll ask the principal to expel you myself. Apologize now.
Well, the Queen Bee finally bowed her head. Also, it turned out that Nancy's dad was a big-shot doctor, and he offered to take over all of Ella's medical bills and help out with any therapy she needed. When Mom heard that Ella wouldn't be expensive now, she contacted us by saying that she was sorry, and she always knew we were special. But we told her to leave us alone. After a year of training, the coach said it was my time to shine. He entered me into many weightlifting competitions, and my medal collection has just begun. And I always have my biggest supporter cheering me on.
Hi, friends! My name is Celine, and my mom is my best friend. She was a small businesswoman, but after she divorced my dad, her luck turned around and she made it big. Mom adored me! By the time I was 7, I was living the life of a Malibu Barbie. She got me everything I wanted. She threw a birthday bash for me that had ponies and hot air balloons in it. My friends were shocked. Once, when I was in 2nd grade, I had a fight with my annoying classmate, and Mom was called to the school to meet the teacher who I hated.
Celine needs some discipline. Just look at what she did to her classmate. Maybe she needs a father to teach her some manners. Get her one.
My mom suddenly went ballistic and pushed the teacher away.
Are you a moron? My daughter doesn't need a father. She has me and I can take care of her. You say nonsense like that again and I'll have you fired.
I was so proud of my mom as she took my hand and stormed off. By the time I was in 4th grade, my mom was my best friend. I used to tell her every single freaking thing that happened to me. But once I made a mistake. I told her how I'd seen my friend Jessica take the teacher's watch and put it in her bag. And a few days later, I invited my friends to my house. When we were all having lunch, I heard a loud scream from my room. We all ran there to find Mom holding Jessica's hand.
You can't fool me, kid. I know you stole your teacher's stuff and now you're snooping in my daughter's room.
Oh my God! Jessica was shaking and in tears. Mom! She had to go to the bathroom. I told her to go to my room. When my friends left, I was so angry at Mom. I told her I won't be telling her anything from now on. Even though she apologized, I ran to my room and slammed the door shut. The next day at school, my friends started avoiding me like I was some weirdo. And this mean Jessica said,
"No, you can't sit with us because you tell all our secrets to your mom. Why are you like that, dumbhead?"
I started eating alone, but one day, something amazing happened. A girl came and sat next to me at lunch. Her name was Ashley, and she was new in the school. Soon we became friends, and it was so good having someone to talk to. A few days later, I saw Jessica wearing my bracelet that Mom had specially gotten made for me. Hey, that's mine! That bracelet has my name on the back. You're such a thief! I grabbed her wrist to take it away, but Jessica pushed me hard and pounced on me. Just then, Ashley came running and snatched the bracelet from her. We reported her to the principal, and she took a look into Jessica's locker. She was stunned to see so many stolen items. Jessica was suspended for 2 weeks, and I felt so foolish. Mom had been right about Jessica all along. When I went home, I apologized to Mom, and she hugged me tight. By the time we were in 10th grade, Ashley and I were best friends. Once, she was at my place, and we were discussing my new crush, Adam. When Mom walked in, I was so excited to tell her too. I showed her all his pictures.
I can't believe you just told your mom about your crush. I would never tell my mom such a thing.
A few days later, Mom came to school and she spotted Adam with some boys. And then she said the most embarrassing thing ever.
Oh, you're Adam, right? This is Celine, and she's my daughter.
Oh yeah, that weirdo.
What did you just call her?
A weirdo. And I think she's also dumb.
Oh my god, you're such a rude kid. I can't believe she has a crush on you. And she even looks at your pictures all day. For what? You're a jerk. I can tell.
Everybody, including Adam, looked at me like I was some psycho stalker. I grabbed Mom's arm and tried to drag her away.
Oh, so Celine is crazy just like her mom.
Just let me teach this loser a lesson.
Mom tried to attack him, but thankfully, I was able to drag her away. At home, I had a huge fight with Mom about it.
I did the right thing, Celine.
The only thing you did was ruin my life. Mom asked for forgiveness, and I knew Mom meant well. So after a few hours, I forgave her and we hugged. But not for long. A couple of months later, we were having a Mother's Day event at our school. And when it was time for Ashley to give her mom the gift in front of everyone, Mom rushed to Ashley's mom and handed her a bag. She had gotten a matching outfit for her and Ashley.
I was so sorry to hear from Celine about your money problems and the divorce. You must be going through a really hard time right now. That's why I bought the nicest dresses for you and Ashley.
Oh my God! How could she blurt that secret out in front of everybody? Ashley and her mom were stunned. So were all the people in the classroom. Suddenly, Ashley was furious. She attacked me and held my hair tight in her grip.
How could you tell your mom about it? You know she can't keep a secret. Why did I ever trust you?
Even Ashley's mom was furious, and she screamed at Mom, calling her bad names. And that day, I lost my best friend. She just refused to talk to me. And a week later, she and her mom moved away without even saying goodbye. I was heartbroken, and my relationship with my mom was never the same.
Celine, please forgive me. It was an honest mistake.
Mom, enough is enough. You betrayed my trust and hurt other people. You can't just say it's a mistake every time. I can't do this anymore. I moved out of the mansion when I turned 18 and got admission in university. I got busy with studies, and Mom and I spoke less and less frequently. Luckily for me, I found love and got married. After graduating, I was living a happy life with my husband Andrew. I opened up an art gallery with Andrew, and the exhibitions I held were famous all over town. After 2 years, we were blessed with a little baby girl. We named her Crystal. She had a star-shaped birthmark in her hand. She was my world. One day, when I returned from work, I saw Andrew park up his new Porsche. I was stunned. Sure, we both earned well, but not that well. Something was off about Andrew. I walked into his new home office and heard him talk to some girl.
Oh, babe, I love you too. You think I'm in love with her? I am living with her only for the money.
I went berserk on Andrew. I made him tell me the truth the way he did. My mom had been sending him money, and that's why he was with me, while he loved someone else. First, I kicked Andrew out of the house. I was done with him. Then I called up Mom. Why can't you just stop interfering with my life? Why did you give money to Andrew?
But honey, Andrew asked me for money. He said he would leave you if I didn't give him the money.
You knew he didn't love me, and you didn't tell me? Mom, that's awful. You think giving him money was right? I told her never to send money again, and hung up. I just wanted to focus on raising Crystal now that life was set. Crystal and I became best friends. When she was 4, I took her to Disneyland, and we had a blast. I even got a star tattoo on my hand, just like Crystal's birthmark.
Mommy, we have the same mark now. I love you.
After a few days, it was time to go home. When our plane landed, we needed to take the train to get home. As I was buying tickets, I suddenly turned around and saw Crystal wasn't there. I went crazy. I searched for my baby girl all over the station, but I didn't find her. People started to help me look for her, and soon the cops arrived on the scene too. I just sat down on a bench crying with shock. I couldn't believe that my daughter was missing. I took my phone out and called the only person I could think of. I need you to come immediately, Mom. The minute she arrived, I broke down in tears and hugged her tight. I'm so sorry, Mom. Now I realize the pain of being away from your child. I am so sorry.
Hush, Celine. You have nothing to be sorry about. Don't worry, love. We will find my granddaughter.
But days turned into weeks, and my baby girl was nowhere to be found. It had been many months since Crystal was missing, when a familiar-looking woman named visited me at home. And when our eyes met, we were both shocked. Ashley, is that you?
Oh my god. Celine, I'm the detective handling your daughter's case.
We hugged each other tight as we both started to cry.
Don't worry, we will get her back. I promise.
For 5 years, we searched for Crystal day and night. Everywhere I went, I would see my daughter. One day, I was walking towards the police station where Ashley worked when suddenly I heard a voice. A voice so sweet that it shook me.
Hey, Mom, wait up. I'm coming.
I turned around and saw a girl who looked so much like Crystal. Oh my God! It was my baby girl all grown up. Without a second thought, I ran to the girl and took her arm. And she started screaming.
Mom, Dad, help!
Sweetie, just let me look at your hand. Turned out it was not Crystal. And her parents furiously took her away, and I was heartbroken all over again. I was almost beginning to lose hope. I met Mom at the park that night and cried on her chest. Mom, it hurts. Mom, it's burning. I miss my baby. I'm so sorry for treating you badly. You were my best friend. I now understand how much I hurt you. Mom, I just want my baby back.
Mom!
I couldn't believe what I just heard. I looked around to see Ashley, and next to her was a 9 or 10-year-old girl looking confused. The moment I saw her, I knew it was my Crystal. I ran to hug her, but the girl took some steps back.
Mom had a tattoo like mine in her hand. Show it to me if you are my mom.
I showed her the star tattoo, and she gave me a huge smile and flung herself in my arms.
Mom, I missed you so much. Why did you leave me? You don't love me?
Oh, baby girl, I love you so much and I look so hard for you. I missed you! I missed you! Ashley told me that my baby had gone on a train to another city where a couple had found her wandering alone and crying, and they'd taken her in. Since then, they had been trying to search for her family. I pulled Mom to join our hug. And also Ashley. I love you guys so much. All my best friends are back now. I love you, Crystal.
I love you too, Mommy.